3-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Forgot what play I was doing.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sure.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run.
Is that shame on me? I did nothing wrong to you.
Now Rodgers. He's on the hookup.
What's the blitz?
I
figured it out. What?
Before he's brought
What do you
down.
mean?
13 yards, first down, Packers.
That one says blitz.
No.
You hit this one.
What? Oh, right. My bad.
And then that's your guessing play.
Yeah.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And forget about
keep distracting me. I forget exactly what I'm doing.
That's the whole point. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
What's up, Z? Chalky?
Playing with us, with Trent and Autumn.
Other people's that. This is
throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers.
Why the fuck do I have no fucking...
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get it. Dashing through the snow.
his first touchdown, Jeff. We just started.
He just started 20.
Jimmy
He's never played this.
43 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first
depends on who their head coach
took it right downfield and scored.
Why do you tape on your speaker?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Thank you.
So here come the Bears under second-year coach Matt Nagy.
Well,
they'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in
2016
from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I think that's what you were asking.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man
Need
open,
circle.
it's
Shot.
Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly.
Oh, I see how it is. Say, since when did you go to Packers?
If you had gotten to stop it, it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams, when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. Let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
You are loud.
Because there's 2 different microphones.
Come on now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
No more second.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man complete.
He's on pro. I'm on all Madden.
43 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the
So
offensive
a
masterminds
bunch of the
in this
throws
game,
that
right?
shouldn't
They
be
draw
made
these
are going to be
beautiful
made.
plays. It looks so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes
should've
you
done
just
that
say,
before.
throw it up and let him go get it. How about
Square
that one?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Javon Williams.
He was lucky he
threw
didn't
the
get
ball.
hit.
That'll bring up second down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Stop showing the play.
One thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On third down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger.
Get down, boy.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Sit.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how they wanted to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now here's a pass on first down that's
It's coming to you.
And incomplete. After the incomplete pass,
you're not there, never mind.
2nd and 10. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep.
Dang it.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
What was that? What was that? What was that?
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
I panicked.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all
Who was?
up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from the 20. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Back out coming Chicago's offense, CD, and the Bears got the win on Thanksgiving over the Detroit Lions. Kind of interesting, 5th straight win over the Lions on Thanksgiving. They beat them last year as well, but that win, now 2 in a row, puts them back into the playoff race in the NFC.
5th straight on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know, if you host Thanksgiving, shouldn't it be like a college team hosting homecoming? Shouldn't you have
it's an automatic win, right?
And they're getting jumped on by a bad deal, but you're right.
Really?
The Bears are definitely back in the playoff race in the NFC, even though it's tough sledding in their own division with Green Bay and Minnesota setting the pace. But if Mitchell Trubisky continues to play at that level, coupled with their defense, the Bears could make some noise down the stretch.
Speaking of down the stretch, Final Four, they'll be home against Dallas on Thursday night, at Green Bay, home for Kansas City, and at Minnesota. So certainly not an easy game in that final group. To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, he's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Zachary.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they
just get in the circle.
Down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Oh, they're coming. Don't worry.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
I did see one to the kicker's leg.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Zach, accept or decline?
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
I know I got it.
All right, I know.
Who are you?
The shotgun is Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Bet.
All right, so
now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They
You're
come
going
up
all
on
the
a
way,
second
Zach.
and very long.
I'm good at Hail Mary. Okay, go.
Oh, boy. They're all bunched in one spot.
Here's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he's able to get this one way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
You jumped.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Aha.
And that'll set them back 5.
Hey, it was on Cohen. It was on me.
Who jumps?
Yeah, let's get Sam Young.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He sets to fire deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Thank you.
Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos.
So you were saying there?
He's now thrown
Shut up.
this game.
And I know this, the holiday season,
Okay.
because here we are in December,
Yeah.
right? It is the
Where's
season
field
of
goal?
giving. Maybe
Neither.
for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to
Get over
Blitz
there!
coming, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
What?
Ha!
And did he just
I had no
clock
idea
that?
what I did.
Looked like he tried to
I
stop the clock.
got that part,
But the clock wasn't even moving. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey,
Oh, Matthew!
I didn't move my guy.
he didn't move.
Come in.
It was a
This
piece. It
again.
was a NPC. It was a computer controlled.
God, that's gonna be
So step off the 5 yards.
Nope.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible.
That's a lot more manageable though.
And
3rd and
the
12
penalty
and 3rd and
helps, but not a
17.
whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
change.
Working from the gun. Rodgers.
What was that?
What'd you do?
I don't know. He
Had to
just
pass there.
whoosh.
3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long,
Yes.
the
Oh,
odds
no.
go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On the return is Cohen. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know
did hit square.
you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
No.
Incomplete.
No.
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches.
Oh boy.
And look at this, it's a fake.
Wait, what?
Yeah! Keep going!
And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a 1st down.
That actually
So
works.
they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
See, he gets to see the plays.
You guys get to see mine too.
I'm going.
Now
Sheesh.
Trubisky.
Are you? Are you really, Zach?
Yes!
Interception. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos.
No, I did not.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Yeah, I've had this.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off,
it's
they're not
cold.
saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Me.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
I know.
Instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Gosh.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky.
Zach.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Yeah, no!
Down throw incomplete as well.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent size. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Why can I not forget the stupid stuff?
Stop your whining. Over.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Are they still on?
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Thank you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles. Thus,
and they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Big stop, let's go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run.
On 1st down, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Gets this to his running back, Torrey Cohen.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Not much has changed since we left you at half.